Hi, my name is Jennifer Lagana, and as part of the requirement for the Nursing Leadership in a Complex Health Systems course, I will be giving a presentation based on the reading of my choice. The reading I ended up choosing was Hard Facts, Dangerous Half-Truths, and Total Nonsense, Profiting from Evidence-Based Management, which was written by Jeffrey Pfeffer and Robert Sutton. I'll begin my presentation by discussing the qualifications of the authors of the book. The first author I'm going to discuss is Jeffrey Pfeffer, who was a professor of the organizational behavior at the Graduate School of Business, Stanford University. He has taught at the university since 1979. His resume includes the following: a co-author of 15 books, and he's also a former writer for a business magazine named Business 2.0. Mr. Pfeffer currently serves on the board of directors for Berlin Packaging, Collective Health, Quantum Leap Healthcare, and is a winner of the Richard D. Irwin Award, presented by the Academy of Management for scholarly contributions to the management. The second co-author is Robert Sutton, his qualifications being a professor of management science and engineering at Stanford University. Mr. Sutton also co-founded the Center for Work, Technology, and Organization in the Stanford Technology Ventures program and has published over 100 articles on the areas of innovation and leadership. The book was written with the purpose of re-examining management strategies and practices, with the goal being to make the case for the use of evidence-based management techniques. The authors provide context for why evidence-based management is a sound strategy, while also discussing some of the issues that exist with current management theory. While the authors are clear that there is no perfect strategy for management, they do outline their case for why an evidence-based approach is more based in reality than current management theory, and how the use of evidence-based practice can provide the groundwork for better outcomes. The target audience for this book would obviously be current management and leaders in the business world, but the lessons in the book would have applicators for a wider set of people than just the narrow group. Anyone with the ambition for future leadership would have an interest in this novel, as well as anyone interested in the evidence-based approach to problem solving. This group would include anyone in the healthcare field, as much as healthcare today is dictated by an increased reliance on evidence-based care and its applications. The strengths of this book are more in explaining a new way of thinking about management, as opposed to provide concrete steps for a manager to take. This approach is valuable because while concepts may be applicable across multiple industries, each business is different and needs a tailored approach based on the state of the current business, who is working there, and what current objectives are. One passage that struck a chord with me was the following: evidence-based medicine and evidence-based management require a mindset of two critical components. First, willingness to put aside belief, conventional wisdom, the dangerous half-truths that many embrace, and instead hear and act on the facts. Second, an unrelenting commitment to gather the facts and information necessary to make more informed and intelligent decisions, and to keep pace with new evidence and the use of new facts to update practices. I think this passage sums up the experience of reading this book well. The passage is through provoking and provides the reader with an outline to develop a new worldview, but does not directly instruct the reader how to apply this new view to the real world. The lack of instruction, though, for real-world application is a weakness of this book, in my opinion, as a manager. Looking for concrete instructions on how to best lead their team will be disappointed. I also found the flow of this book to be a little off-putting. The authors skip around a lot and use short chapters in order to make quick points, and then pivot the narrative in another direction. This made it very hard for me to get into the flow of the narrative. While many real-world examples of leadership are given throughout the text, I feel that the majority of these examples provide anecdotal evidence at best. Please see the attached handout, which includes 9 implementation principles discussed in the text. Obviously, the book fleshes that out in great detail, but I felt that these headings provide enough context to make everyone here re-examine their assumptions of leadership. I think that the authors achieved their goal of providing a revised outlook for looking at management, especially their promotion of the half-truths concept, which is fleshed out very well. And ultimately, I found reading this book rewarding experience and provided me with a new context to form my worldview of leadership. especially as it relates to the business aspects of my position. I would recommend this book to anyone interested in the theory behind leadership and management. If a person is looking for instructions on how to be a good leader, then I would say this book isn't for them. And you should look elsewhere for a more traditional leadership text. Thank you all for listening to my presentation, and it's been a great pleasure to be part of this class. Thank you.